Very exciting. I think this is a first for us, and I guess she can use this mic, Maya? Yes? Jeremiah Brooks? Guess he doesn't exist. We have a reciting of a poem. We have urban poetry. Are you there? Oh, hang on. Okay, well, please welcome to our stage, Elizabeth.
Actually, I'm not really good at microphones since I've not really talked in one a lot, so I might be too
quiet.
quiet.
Really close to.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Right. Maybe against your face.
Okay. I'm gonna have to spend most of my time with my eyes on this because I didn't memorize it. It was just like a last minute thing. But there's a message behind this poem. There's a reason why I want to read it. It's basically about having a family member who is toxic to you or abusive and trying to deal with separating yourself even though they're still related to you, which is kind of hard to shake. So it's a little bit emotional, but yeah, so I'm going to read it. I'm not a stage person. Okay. You can try to speak to me as if I've heard you, the way a person hears a bullet pass through the barrel of a gun. But you don't have that kind of power. You don't have the power in your words that I have. Your constant muttering is filled with tales and fibs, cutting off the weaker parts of me, allowing me to grow stronger. You don't bring me pain that I can't use. I've always found the source of your flaws to be fruitful because when you send me bitter love, I can always recycle the paper and write a poem about it later. I can publish it and expose the darkness by shedding my own light. I can take your hatred and crush it between my hands like dried leaves, turning death into spices, and from spices to gourmet meals, my eyes tearing, my nose running, clearing out the toxic kindness I once valued over my own happiness. There's nothing in you more powerful than me, because your power is dependent on my perspective. You are a shadow in the night, a paper tiger by day, and a tormented soul while you sleep. Awakening within a twitch every hour passing, hoping to crawl out from your own skin. I have not given you my heart. I've held it far from you, from the day I was twice two. That's 4. You have broken me from the yoke that shared the veins between us, and for that I pray thankful, for infected blood is more carcinogenic than sickness itself. It's blood that creates me, and it's blood that can forsake me better than any friend or foe, because it plays as both. And I carry it with me no matter how far I travel. You were a storm in the afternoon, a violent wind that had no eye to spare me, but your words you speak are powerless if I give them my creed to be so. For the things you've tried to take from me, my mind, my innocence, my eternal soul, they will never be close enough for you to touch. You will see me in your last dreams, as you plead for your age to give you a few more years of mercy. You, the darkest of souls, will one day soon see the beings that haunt you in the closest and most intimate of ways. You who crawl into hidden places in your heart and make love to evil will beg for nothing more than to be purified from unspeakable transgressions, and God will hear you, and He will forgive you. But even on that last day, the words you've uttered against me will echo into the past, float up on the beachside, and fly through the wind, because words never die. People pass away like trees, some dead and still standing long before they fall, but deceased nonetheless. They will soon leave new ground for growth and are forgotten. However, words never die. They live and thrive in the hearts and minds of truth and lies. You will cry out in a broken song to finally fear what you've neglected for so long, and the words you speak will be silent, passive, empty, grasping. I will no longer be around to hear. You don't have the power in your words that I do, because lies are passive entities when faced with the truth.
Judges are judging as we speak. The pot will go around, so raise your hand if you'd like to contribute to that. I guess it's okay, I'm going to plug Liz. She's also a great volunteer here at the Colonial Theater. We're very excited to have her on board. Young people are always good in the arts. Maybe we should do a poetry slam. Anybody? Anybody?